All right, guys, today we're doing something special, something fun, and something I get asked about constantly. We're doing a full Vegas Masterclass, the kind of deep dive people normally pay money for. This is everything you actually need to know before you ever gamble in Las Vegas again. No superstition, no TikTok hacks, no lucky machine fantasy, just real psychology, real strategy, and the real math that runs this city. The truth about the system you're playing against. Vegas is not just a place, it's a machine. A perfectly engineered psychological playground designed to separate you from your money. Not in a villain in a backroom way, but in a scientifically tested behavior hacking way most people don't even realize. Your brain makes worse decisions the longer it's overstimulated. The lights, the sounds, the drinks, none of it is accidental. Your frontal cortex gets tired and you become impulsive. Most players don't know the odds of the game they're playing. Casinos don't need to cheat. Your ignorance does the job. People chase losses emotionally. After a big loss, your brain goes, come on, one more spin, you'll win it back. And people stay longer whether they're winning or losing. When you win, you think you're hot. When you lose, you think you're due. Either way, the casino wins. Once you understand this, you're already ahead of half the casino floor. Casinos use tricks so subtle that you don't even realize they're happening, but they work. Billions of dollars in research went into building this environment, and once you understand it, the entire casino floor starts to make sense. For starters, you'll notice there are no clocks and no windows anywhere. Casinos don't want you thinking about time. If you don't know whether it's 2 p.m. or 2 a.m., you stay longer and longer and longer. Next, the temperature zones. Have you ever noticed how some parts of a casino feel cooler and more comfortable? That's not random. Casinos guide you towards certain areas, and guess what kinds of games are usually there? Yep, the ones with the highest house edge. Then there's the infamous carpet. Those loud, dizzying, chaotic patterns. They're not Vegas being tacky. They're designed to make you look up towards signs, screens, sounds, and distractions, which all encourage more impulsive play. Casinos also pump oxygen during peak hours. Not to wake you up, that's a myth, but to keep you alert, stimulated, and engaged so you stay in that sweet spot between relaxed and reactive. Let's not forget that the lighting is warm and flattering. And this one is sneaky. When you feel more attractive and more confident, you take more risks. Vegas wants you feeling like the main character, because the main character always thinks they're about to hit a jackpot. And finally, the music. Upbeat music gets your energy up, syncs with slot cycles, and makes spinning feel exciting. Calmer music does the opposite. It keeps you settled and sitting longer. Either way, it's all intentional. Once you understand these design choices, you stay sharper, you stay calmer, and you avoid the emotional decisions casinos love you to make. Insider behavior tips that actually help you win more. These sound simple, but trust me, they make a massive difference in how long your money lasts. Gamble in the morning, seriously. Morning Vegas is a different world. Fewer crowds, calmer tables, your brain is sharper, you make better decisions, and fewer emotional ones. Keep your sessions short. This one's huge. The longer you play, the more the house edge compounds. Short sessions mean you stop while you're ahead, or at least before you tilt. Watch your alcohol. It destroys your odds fast. Casinos know this. That's why the drinks flow the hardest when you're losing. 1 margarita, you're fine. 3 margaritas, you're betting like you own the place. Stay at the hotel where you gamble. This is a VIP hack. When your play connects directly to your room, your comp offers skyrocket. Free nights, free food, free play, upgrades, the works. Avoid high-traffic weekends. On holiday weekends, everything gets worse. Tighter feeling machines, higher table minimums, and way fewer comps. Locals avoid these weekends for a reason. All right, now let's knock out a few casino myths that refuse to die. Myth number 1, dealers manipulate cards to help the house. Absolutely not. Dealers are watched by literally everyone. Cameras, pit bosses, floor supervisors, and the surveillance room, and AKA the eye in the sky. If a dealer tried to cheat, they wouldn't just lose their job. They'd be escorted out so fast their head would spin, straight to jail. Dealers don't want drama. They don't want chaos. They want one thing, to keep the game moving and keep their paycheck. That's it. Nothing sneaky, nothing mysterious, just a normal person dealing cards trying to get through their shift. Myth number 2, if a machine just hit, it won't hit again. Wrong again. Slot machines don't have memory. They're not people. They don't cool off. They don't reset. They don't get tired. A machine that paid out 10 seconds ago can hit again on the very next spin. Why? Because RNG, the random number generator, means every spin is a brand new equation, totally random. No storyline, no pattern, no, it just hit so it won't hit again. Myth number 3, it's easier to win late at night. Nope. Time of day has zero effect on randomness. The machines don't know if it's 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. Here's what does change late at night. The crowd dies down, fewer distractions, lower table minimums. You are more relaxed and make better decisions. So yes, you might play better at 1 a.m., but the machines, they're exactly the same all day long. Myth number 4, all roulette wheels are the same. Absolutely not. Here's the real breakdown. Single zero, also called European roulette, has about a 2.7% house edge. Double zero, which is the standard American wheel, has about a 5.26% house edge. Triple zero has a massive 7.69% house edge, and you should run away from that one. If you ever have the option, always choose the single zero wheel. It's the best choice every single time. 5. Casinos tighten slots during busy weekends. This one refuses to die because it sounds true, but it's completely false. Casinos cannot tighten slot machines on demand. Slot payout percentages are stored on either a physical chip inside the machine or a secure server partition. And to change that setting, you need a floor technician, a physical machine unlock, compliance paperwork, and logging the change with Nevada Gaming Control. There is no tighten the machines button. That is a regulatory fact. Nobody is sitting in a back room on Saturday night thinking, all right, boys, crank those slots down. The programming does not change. The machine on Tuesday morning is the same machine on Saturday night. Here's the part locals swear by, and this part is real. Even though casinos aren't changing the programming, the experience of gambling on weekends changes so much that it feels like the machines are tighter. Let's break it down. First, way more players means way more losing sessions. In everything I've said up to this point, you know that more people lose in Vegas than win. So when the casino is packed, more machines are in use. More people are losing. You see more losing streaks around you. Everything feels colder. Your brain looks at the entire crowd and thinks, ugh, everything is tight today. But that's perception, not programming. Again, you are in a matrix. It's designed. Even in this case, when you think what you know is common sense, it's not. But that all said, high volatility games do take over the floor on weekends. And this part is completely legal. On busy weekends, casinos move the flashiest, riskiest machines into high traffic areas. New themed slots, massive progressives, high volatility games, lower RTP entertainment focused machines. These games pay less often, but when they hit bigger. So during peak hours, they feel way tighter. Again, placement strategy, not RTP manipulation. Your brain expects excitement and wins. Anything less than that automatically feels tight. And of course, alcohol skyrockets on weekends. More alcohol means worse decisions, faster spins, bigger bets, less tracking of losses, and way more emotional tilt. Players lose money faster and blame the machines. They tighten these slots. But really, it's the players changing, not the games. And finally, expectation bias hits you harder. Weekend gambling comes with loud music, high energy, crowds, alcohol, and elevated emotions. Your brain expects excitement and wins. Anything less than that automatically feels tight. Meanwhile, weekday mornings are the total opposite, quiet. Slower pace, lower expectations, lower minimums, more strategy players. It makes weekday wins feel better, even though the actual odds never changed. All right, let's talk casino etiquette, the stuff nobody teaches you, and most people only learn the hard way. But you're skipping that part. First, don't touch your chips after the bet is made. In blackjack or roulette, when the dealer says, no more bets, your hands, done. Seriously, hands up, hands off. It's not personal, it's security. It avoids arguments. It prevents the whole, Did you move that chip? Drama? Keep the hands clear and you're good. Okay, guys, here's a big one. Do not put your drink on the edge of the table. This rule saves lives. Okay, maybe not lives, but definitely saves games. With one spill, the game stops, chips get soaked, everyone is pissed, the casino loses money, and the entire table instantly hates you. Do not put your drink on the edge of the table. Use the cup holders. They exist for a reason. Also, tip your dealer. This isn't superstition, it's psychology. Dealers remember who's cool. A tipped dealer will, slow the game down when you need it. Clarify rules without making you feel dumb. And also, they celebrate your wins. Good energy goes a long way at a casino table. And finally, don't lecture other players. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes the "you should have hit" guy. This is Vegas, not a group project, not a statistics class. Let people play their game, you play yours. Okay, now let's talk about casino layout and design tricks. These are more of the things you've never noticed. Casinos are engineered environments. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is accidental. Once you learn these tricks, you start seeing the whole place like you're looking at the Matrix. High-edge games live in high-traffic areas. All those flashy, loud, high house-edge machines, they're not there because they look cool. They're there because thousands of people walk past them every hour. More eyeballs equals more impulse plays equals more profit. The low-edge games are buried deeper inside. Video poker with good pay tables, blackjack with decent rules, single zero roulette. You'll never find those convenient and front and center. You've got to walk for them, sometimes way inside the casino. If a game is good for players, they make you work to find it. This one cracks me up because once you notice it, you can never unsee it. Winning? Suddenly, your cocktail server vanished into another universe. Losing? Boom. Your drink shows up like they teleported, because looser play means more money flowing to the house.
ATMs are placed at the end of long walking paths. Why? Because after a long walk, your willpower is lower, your frustration is higher, and your brain goes, whatever, just take out the cash. I don't want to walk here again. It's Behavioral Psychology 101.
Craps tables are loud on purpose. Loud seems emotional. The cheering, the shouting, the high fives, it pulls people in like a magnet. Humans follow excitement. Casinos want you to feel the FOMO, so you buy in without thinking. The true secret to leaving Vegas a winner, and I'm being serious, it comes down to bankroll management. Here's where people get absolutely destroyed in Vegas. Because they don't have a plan for their money, they show up excited, they leave confused, and somewhere in between, their budget evaporates like it never existed. So what do? Here's the easiest money management system on the planet. And yes, it actually works. The Vegas-friendly 50-30-20 rule. This is the rule you use anytime you are gambling for fun. Here is what it means. 50% is the amount you are actually allowed to gamble. 30% is your win goal, and 20% is your I am done loss limit. So if your budget for the night is $400, you only gamble $200. If you are up $120, you cash out. If you are down $80, you stop, walk away, and go do literally anything else. Okay, here's the one that blows people's minds. Research shows that after a big win, your brain shifts into I am invincible, I am the chosen one mode. It assumes your good streak will continue, so you start taking bigger risks. But pros know the truth. The ideal moment to leave is right after a big win. That was your luck. Cash it, protect it, walk away with dignity. And if you've never heard of the pocket trick, here you go. If you double your money, take your original buy-in, place it in your other pocket, and do not touch it. You're now playing with house money. Even if you lose everything in play, you still walk away with your full buy-in. All right, let's break down the real math, because once you understand house edge, you understand Vegas. Seriously, the entire casino starts making sense once you see the numbers behind it. Games with the best odds? These games give you a real fighting chance when played correctly. Blackjack, about a 0.5% house edge with basic strategy. Craps, around 0.8%. Baccarat, about 1.06%. Video poker, as low as 0.46% on good pay tables. If you only play these, you're already ahead of 90% of tourists who wander into Vegas and say, I like the sparkly one, aka the donations to the casino. If you're playing for entertainment, cool. If you're playing to win, these are red flags with neon lights. Keno, house edge up to 35%. Big six wheel, 11 to 24%. Penny slots, 10 to 15%. Triple zero roulette, 7.69%. Craps middle bets, up to 16%. These games hit your bankroll like a freight train. If you want fun, amazing. If you want better odds, avoid these like a $40 casino buffet. All right, let's get into some real talk, because these next tips will save you hundreds of dollars and a lot of emotional damage. Craps looks like Wall Street in the 80s. Hands flying, chips crashing, everyone yelling numbers. But the strategy? Embarrassingly simple. The bets that feel loud, fun, wild, chaotic, the ones everyone is screaming about. Yeah, those are the worst bets on the entire table. The winning craps strategy is shockingly boring. The free odds bet is literally the only 0% house edge bet in the entire casino. 0%. The casino makes nothing on that bet. Everything else, especially the flashy middle-of-the-table bets, are where bankrolls go to die. And here's your insider tip. Craps has an emotional rhythm. After a few losing rolls, people panic and start firing off wild bets. Don't follow the crowd. Stay consistent, stay boring, stay profitable. Baccarat, where boring wins. Everyone wants to bet player because it sounds fun, and banker sounds like your dad's financial advisor. But mathematically, banker wins slightly more. Boring wins. The end. Now on to roulette. Here is the non-negotiable rule. If the wheel is not single zero, you are donating money. Single zero means the lowest house edge. Double zero? Even worse. Triple zero? Criminal. If you don't see that single zero, walk away like it's an ex texting you at 2 a.m. Baccarat Masterclass. Casual but profitable. Baccarat is one of the most beautiful games in the casino. It's calm, it's classy, and it's secretly one of the most mathematical, low-stress, profitable games on the floor. And the best part? It requires zero skill. No complicated charts, no memorizing strategy, no counting anything. Just good, clean, mathematical vibes. Bet banker, skip tie, repeat. That's it. No systems, no patterns, no YouTube gurus shouting about winning streaks. Just banker, banker, banker. So why does banker win more? Here's the secret most people don't know. The banker hand benefits from the player drawing first. That tiny advantage over thousands of hands gives banker a slightly higher win percentage. It's not luck. It's math. Pure, boring, beautiful math. Player? Yeah, it's fine. You can absolutely bet player. But if you're trying to be the profitable person at the table, banker is your best friend. The tie bet? Oh boy. The tie bet is the glitter-covered trap of baccarat. Looks exciting, pays big, but the house edge on tie is brutal. Skip it forever. Your wallet will thank you. Okay, guys, let's get into the Blackjack Masterclass and how to actually win. Blackjack is the single most beatable game in the entire casino for normal humans. Why? Because in Blackjack, your decisions actually matter. Slots, your decisions do nothing. Roulette doesn't care. Craps, you basically influence almost nothing. But Blackjack, you can change the house edge dramatically just by playing correctly. Rule number 1, follow the basic strategy chart. Put the ego away, follow the chart, save it on your phone. It's 100% allowed. Dealers don't care. This one thing cuts the house edge down to nearly nothing. Rule number 2, find the right table. Look for things that favor the player, like dealer stands on soft 17 or 3-2 blackjack payout, double after split, and double anytime. These tiny rule differences make a massive impact long-term. Pro tip: play short sessions, 30 minutes max. Seriously, fatigue ruins your advantage. Once your brain gets tired, you stop playing basic strategy and start playing emotional strategy. And emotional strategy loses. The funniest thing about Vegas, most people lose money gambling, but walk away winning in free stuff. I'm serious. Rooms, dinners, show tickets, late checkouts, VIP lounges. Vegas hands this out all day long if you know how to play the comp game. Comp strategy, how to win even when you lose. This is one of the biggest secrets rich people know. You can win Vegas through comps alone, even if you lose money on the tables. Here's exactly how to do it. Step 1, always get a player card, always. Step 2, use the one big day rule. This is where the magic happens. Casinos don't rate you based on your whole trip. They rate you based on your average daily theoretical. Meaning, if you gamble $500 over 3 days, they treat you like a 166 a day player. But if you gamble $500 in 1 day, suddenly you look like a much bigger fish and your offers become insane. This one rule alone can turn random rooms into free suites, and it works every time. If you gamble smart and follow the one big day rule, stay loyal to one brand to build points faster in one place. Doing this alone, Vegas will continue to pay you, even when you lose. Plus, if you hit a winning streak, your comp offers go up. Because the casino thinks you'll come back to play more. Even when you're ahead, Vegas still wants you. Use that psychology to your advantage. Let's talk slots without sugarcoating it. Slots are fun. Slots are flashy. Slots absolutely can hit big. But do most people understand how they work? Absolutely not. So let's break it down, for real. Understanding slots, the biggest moneymaker in Vegas. Slots are where casinos earn the most money. Not blackjack, not craps, not baccarat, slots. And if you want to improve your odds just a little, here's what actually matters. For starters, higher denomination machines always treat you better. Dollar slots routinely return more money than penny slots. Penny machines look innocent, but they're among the tightest machines on the entire floor. Bigger denom equals better payback. It's one of the strongest unwritten rules in slot gaming. Another thing to know, simple machines tend to pay better. Those old school 3-reel games, the ones with clear pay tables and minimal graphics, they usually give you simpler programming, lower volatility, better RTP, and fewer expensive licensing fees. Meanwhile, those massive 5,000-line Buffalo Glitter Mega Bonus machines? Fun, yes. Kind to your wallet? Not usually. When in doubt, classic beats chaotic. And here's a big insider secret. Downtown casinos often have looser slots. Downtown doesn't rely on cirque shows, billion-dollar lobbies, or celebrity restaurants. They compete with better payouts. While the Strip tends to hover in the lower RTP ranges, downtown casinos like El Cortez, Fremont, the D, and Main Street Station routinely offer noticeably better return-to-player percentages. So if you want friendlier slots, head off Strip. And please, ignore the slot myths. Let's kill these with fire. This machine is due. RNG says no. Crowded casinos pay better. Not a thing. End-of-row machines hit more. 90s myth. Time of day matters. It truly doesn't. Slots don't have moods. They don't remember anything. They don't get hungry, angry, bored, or generous. They run on code, not vibes. All right, let's bring this Vegas Masterclass home. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Vegas is not about luck. It never has been. Vegas is about strategy, psychology, and discipline. The exact things most tourists leave at home. If you want to win in this city, you do 4 things. You play the right games. You understand the real odds. You manage your emotions like a grown adult. You use comps like a professional, not like a rookie. And most importantly, you know when to walk away while you are ahead. And look, in this town, the smartest players win, not the luckiest ones. If you made it this far, you are officially smarter than 90% of the casino floor. Now go out there and enjoy Vegas the right way. And hey, if you want more inside tips, smarter strategies, and the truth about how casinos actually work, do not forget to subscribe below. Hit that button and join the community.